Hello friends, this is Dr. Murali Musluri and today I am going to explain about the methods for expressing the concentrations of solutions. Concentrations can be expressed in terms of molarity, normality, molality, mole fraction and mass percentage. To define what molarity is, it is the number of moles of the solute in 1 liter of the solution. Formula wise, we can represent molarity as the number of moles of solute to the volume of the solution. Say, I want to prepare a 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution. I can take 1 mole of sodium hydroxide, that is 40 grams of sodium hydroxide is dissolved in water and the solution is made to a 1 liter solution. So the number of moles is 1 and the volume of the solution is 1. So the molarity of sodium hydroxide would be now 1 molar sodium hydroxide solution. Now, let us stop at this reflection spot where I have a question for you. So, what would be the molarity of a solution if 20 grams of the same sodium hydroxide is dissolved in 1 liter of the solution? Hope now you would have answered the same. Let us now move on. Next, normality. Normality is defined as the number of gram equivalents of the solute in a liter of the solution. So the number of equivalents is initially determined for the solute, and based on the number of equivalents in a liter of the solution, we can define it as that particular normal solution. So this is also another way of expressing the concentration of solution. Next, molality. This is defined as the number of moles of the solute in a kilogram of the solvent. That is, we take the mass of the solvent into consideration here, and the number of moles of that solute in a kg of the solvent is represented here, which is simply called as the molality. Next, mole fraction. It is actually the number of moles of a particular component in a mixture of components. Say we have got two different components, A and B, then the number of moles of that A in the total number of A and B is what we call it as the mole fraction of A. So this is also one way of expressing the concentration of A. And finally, we have the mass percentage, which is obtained by this simple relation where the percentage of the solute can be known by the mass of the solute divided by the mass of the solution into 100. Since we are determined to know the mass percentage, the ratio of this multiplied by 100 is what gives the mass percent. So these are the various methods for expressing the concentrations of solutions. Hope you would have been now clear about the various methods of or the various ways by which the concentrations of solutions can be expressed. Thank you and all the best.